Well, greetings, students. You're in week 2 of leadership in the nonprofit sector, and you have completed your first week. Woohoo! You should give yourself all types of uh, accolades. And so I wanted to make sure that you are prepared for the next week. This week's topics we're going to cover in your module, attending to tasks and relationships, that describes how leaders can integrate relationships and optimize tasks in order to get their work done. We're going to also talk about developing leadership skills, and you're going to consider 3 types of leadership: administrative, interpersonal, and conceptual. And then we're going to talk about, also I've provided you an outline and highlighted some PowerPoint concepts on team leadership and self-managed groups. You'll complete your leadership analysis paper this week. In order to complete this paper, you will need to observe a committee that is a board or a group or a government committee. I prepared you with some links online, but your job is to analyze the group process. You want to pay close attention to the role and behaviors of the leaders in the group, and you want an idea of skills, traits, leadership styles that you should be able to answer. Since we've talked about that in your reading and you've done some writing already, you should be able to answer the guided questions that I provided you. You want to remember to write your paper in APA format. That is imperative. That is not question and answer. It is not. It's in narrative form, which is much like a research paper. You're going to have cited references, and you're going to refer to your text, your articles, videos, what we've talked about in the presentations videos you've observed. You're going to cite that work in your paper, and then you're going to provide a reference page at the end of your paper. That's imperative. And as you go through this week, I want you to think about some of these questions. Is it more important to be comfortable with your leadership style or to adapt to certain circumstances? Do you need to just stick with, is your point of view as a leader, this is just who I am and you need to adjust? Or are you willing to adjust your leadership style in order to be effective in moving your followers forward? When working with others, do you focus on the tasks, or do you focus on building relationships with those that you work with? And then how do you implement, focusing on, if you're task driven, how do you get other followers to buy in to what your desired end is? And when working with others, do you also incorporate that team leadership or a more directive, individualistic type of leadership? Which is effective for you? And which have you seen be more effective when working with others or as a follower? Don't forget to complete your quiz. Quiz 2 is due this week. And one of the things that I'm thinking about doing, or I am going to do, is as you're working on Module 2 or Week 2, Modules 4, 5, and 6, I am going to take Week 1 offline, because now I have to do grading. You should have had all your work turned in, and I will be grading. So I want you to think about that as you move forward. I'm excited about you guys are actively involved in what's going on. Got questions? Put it on the discussion board, okay? Have a great week.